Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. As always, you want to find a position that is both sturdy and comfortable, and of course, preferably upright if you can. You don't want to be unstable, because having a sense of stability actually gives us a sense of groundedness, of being here. Not using this moment to get to the next, but just for this moment alone. Stableness, or as if that's even a word, but being stable gives us the sense that we are here to stay and not using this moment as a stepping stone for the next. You also want to find something relatively comfortable for the simple reason that while you're sitting for a long period of time, or even just 10 minutes, your body will start to hurt. And you'll start to feel a bit of a distraction, unnecessarily so. If you sit comfortably, you won't have to deal with that. So sitting in a chair works nicely, or you could sit in a formal meditation posture if that works for you. Just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. I'm sorry, I used to say that all the time. It's an option to keep your eyes closed or open during this practice. I'm trying to change that habit. But it's up to you. And if you prefer to close your eyes during the practice, go ahead and close your eyes. But if you prefer to keep your eyes open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you. Maybe just looking at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing at a particular spot in the floor, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze looking softly yet clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy seated position. And your eyes are either closed or open, gaze directed softly yet clearly downwards. What did you come here with? You saw this video, you sat down, you turned it on. And here you are. What are you carrying along? Fear? Excitement? Pain? Joy? Pay attention to yourself. Right here. And just notice the things you don't like about yourself, or the things you wish weren't there, the things you try to escape from. And just for this moment, don't run. In other words, allow exactly who you are, what you are, All these problems and worries and struggles, allow them to be as they are. We're not here to change anything about ourselves. We're not seeking any future. In fact, we're ceasing to seek and allowing this moment to be, allowing ourselves to be, allowing everything to be as it already is. And you may notice that I just caught you thinking, probably. We were following some thought, judging something, planning, whatever. And don't be fooled, there's nothing wrong with thinking. There's nothing wrong with this voice, this monologue, images. Only our obsession of thoughts, our inability to leave them alone, is why we suffer. Because thinking isn't always happy. It's worried, comparing, frustrated, doubtful. It feels like I. So with practice, the task is simple. Leave thinking alone. So just for an experiment, see if you can spend the next 30 seconds noticing the breath, following the rising and falling of breathing without being lost by this next thought. Are you thinking? It's amazing how quickly our attention leaves this moment. It leaves the breath. But this is normal, this is okay. Only next time when you notice that you're lost in thought, gently return to the breath. You will get lost again, so just return. Over and over. Rising and falling. back to the breath. Just a gentle return. We're not forcing or ignoring our thoughts. We're not pushing them away. We're allowing them to come and go. Let them pass on by. Just stay with breathing as these thoughts happen. Rising and falling. Wake up. Wake up from thoughts. Return to the breath. Gently. No effort needed. What notices the breath? Where is this me, this I, that has problems? What sits here? What runs away from itself? If you don't understand, stay there. Stay here and completely rest. Okay, you can look at the screen. This practice isn't always comfortable, I have to be honest. And especially if you really take this practice and do like solo retreats and really, really hard practice, it can be very uncomfortable because most of the day, whether we know it or not, we're running away from ourselves. There's a great Bob Marley song literally called Running Away. And the lyrics are, you're running away, but you can't run away from yourself. Can't. What's doing the running? Are there two of you? See, with practice, we notice this tendency for ourselves to divide, to say, there's me on one hand, and then there's my opinions of myself, as if you're some separate onlooker. I mean, that's crazy if you think about it, right? How are there two of you? The bad one and the good one's judging the bad one. Where are these two? The mind is... The reason this practice can be uncomfortable is because it shows us our tendencies. You can't hide if you really practice. And a lot of people might think or try to start meditating because they think they're hiding from the world, they're hiding from problems, they're running away from everything, but it's the opposite with practice. Practice is going towards it, moving towards the demons, moving towards reality, not telling ourselves another convenient story, which is what we do. We know we should do something, but it's really not that big a deal. But the stories, we face what we really are. Because in reality, there's no escape from ourselves. Although we try very hard. When you're doing dishes or whatever, do you have something playing in the background? What's wrong with the silence? When you're driving, what are you listening to? Watching movies, reading books, looking at YouTube videos, scrolling on Instagram, whatever it is. We're always trying to get away from ourselves, but we can't. We don't want to deal with the pain that is I. So understand, when you approach this practice, approach it with an understanding that you're here to do work. In a way, I know, please don't attach to that word work, but you're not here to just feel good. That's not what it is. You're here to see what really is. You're here to stop running and chasing. You're here to just be here as you already are. So practice with this understanding that it's not about gaining, it's not about changing, it's about being, even if that may be uncomfortable. Thank you for your time today. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.